Hi, this is Mia. Wow, today has been rough. My hair is all bit crazy. I had been in, saying this, I said this several times, where I had been in college. I took really it was like 5 years at PSU, but 4 years as a single parent. And almost exactly 4 more years as, because I didn't take that last term, I ran out of funding. I was going to do Spanish. Just remind me. I didn't even do my language yesterday. I didn't do my language. Um, I had been getting breaks. Or sorry, I said 4 years. Okay, 4 years plus 5 years of medical school plus another almost year of medical school. Did I do spring or fall, winter? I think I did fall and winter. No, I don't think I did that spring, but I was still training and I was working at the school. I was training in the field 2015 for another year. So another year after I stopped taking classes. I was doing training in the field. Um, I had been in school at first only like 5 days a week or up to 5 days a week. And then I had where I was like, later on it got to be more school, more and more school, 7 days a week. They even wanted us to have school on Easter Sunday one day. And a bunch of people, someone's like, oh, I have my family dinners on Easter. I was supposed to be at the church, I think. I don't know if I was still at the church. And they're like, too bad, we have a lot of school holidays, but enough. We're like, this older person, he was like actually older, but he was higher up. It was like, he's like, that's my family dinner. And I was like, oh, that's nice. He probably has a big family out here, out in the country. And I was like, yeah, that would suck to have a class. And it might have been a business class because the teachers were Canadian. They had a different Easter, the Canadian Easter, I believe. It might have been a different class. I calmed down a little bit, but I still feel overwhelmed, and I did not call anybody. I took my shower and washed my hair, put my coat in the dryer, and then I cleaned the other animal cage because it had the rabbit stinkiness in the back. I was like, well, that's part of why the house smells. So that's gone out to the front door. I didn't take it past the front door. And I I'm so tired of all this stuff. I'm looking at this stuff and I'm like, okay, I brought that box. I was going to take it to the post office and I brought it back home. I was like, you should just put it back in the car and take it to the post office. Who cares? But you're not going to be using USPS boxes. Like, you're literally not going to be using these big boxes. The only reason would be if I had to send these big books and I did like a lot, but it's going to be like a lot. It's going to be a lot of money to ship. And if I use priority versus medium mail, I don't have a lot of large, expensive items. So I'm not sure what to do at this point. I have to start somewhere. I even need to just make my bed, change my bed. Like, I have to start somewhere. There is so much overwhelming me right now. So I really need to take a nap too. And I don't know the capacity. I've washed some blankets in the wash, but I haven't washed these big ones. There are these two big ones. I don't know if I could sleep without them. I might go to the laundromat tomorrow. So I have about an hour till I pick up my daughter. Like about an hour till I really have to make sure I have my uniform out, which I think I'll do that right now. And I bought a lip balm. I bought like four. The ones my daughter wants. One was in an ornament for Christmas ornament, Burt's Bees, and I was like, I don't even know if I can use Burt's Bees actually. I was trying to use their shimmer lip color, and it was not. It was making my lips turn black. So I'm just gonna try it because I am getting worse and worse chapped lips. It's getting. I know I just went to the dentist. It's getting really bad though. I tend to chew on my skin, and I drink fluids. In fact, I'm gonna go put some water on and get some tea. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take the trash out too. Hold on. So the trash is out in the dumpster, and the water's on. So I have about 10 minutes. Oh, that hurt. I don't know what's wrong with me right now, but going into that story with the school, I would keep bringing this up. We would have those 3-day holidays, and I would think, oh, we're going to get all this stuff done. We're going to clean the house. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And unless we planned a trip out of town, it was Monday, like say Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, or I'm going to say Veterans Day, or maybe Veterans Day observed. Veterans Day is usually always Veterans Day. Memorial Day or Labor Day observed. It's kind of summary, like, well, you had those 3-day weekends, and it was one of those things where it's like really having, like, really having where I was ready to go back to work in school. This is the first time in my life, really, except for when I had kids, that I was, oh my god, did I just double it? Yeah, I did double it. Crap. Like, that's bad. Your has to look down. Oh my god. I have to, like, totally wipe all the eye makeup off my face because I just totally smeared it like crazy. That's crazy, like, local. Alright, some oil. I can't even see what I'm doing. I have to go to the bathroom. Literally, it's like, the bathroom is so bright. I still think that I have, like, major issues. I don't actually have a mirror. I can't even see. I need some oil. Is this waterproof? That was so totally ridiculous what I just did. I could not see when I looked down, and then it like folds the eye makeup back on itself. I missed the really old caboodles from the 90s that had the mirror in front, because it had like I don't know, like the arm, I would say hydraulic lift arm, but it was kind of like a hydraulic lift arm. Like you could stretch it in a certain way, like Barbie legs. You kind of like move it in a certain way. This one you need it right in the right spot. So, I would have been busy after I left my ex, 5 to 7 days a week ongoing, including in the summer. The first summer I had stayed with my kids? We were not the first summer I got sober and I went to domestic violence shelter. The second summer I was at Sunrise Place clean and sober housing. And I was trying to get a job all that time. Oh my god, seriously. And I ended up, like, I don't know if I stayed home that summer, because the thing is, I would have still been going to meetings. I still had my home group, I believe, was the noon group over on 60th in Northeast Portland and Prescott. And this was like super itchy, and I feel like I'm gonna pluck my eyelashes out on accident. I I'd go out to that Yates meeting I was talking about earlier. That was out in the country. I think it was in Clackamas County. It was near. There was a really small town I went to a meeting. I can't remember the name of it. And then I'd go up sometimes to Yellow House. Oh, it was Yellow House. It was like a yellow coffee shop on Foster. And then sometime I had started the NA hotline volunteer, and I would go to those meetings. They had a pink building that we rented, I believe. And then they said the traditions told us not to rent our own. I don't think they owned it. Not to have. So we started going up to the URS Club. It's right, I don't know if it's 180th, right at the border of Portland and Gresham. And we would go, I think that was on Stark, because our church was on Stark. So we had places to go. Those meetings. Oh, then I was a GSR, General Service Representative for the Nooner. And they had Saturday meetings. And then my kids were taking violin lessons maybe after that. So they had violin and piano and whatever on Saturdays. I think they only, I don't know. It changes. You try to get stuff one after another after another. And we, I don't know. My teeth, they keep saying moderately stained. I feel so bad. I had fluoride, natural fluoride in my water when I was a kid. For my teeth, I don't even know if it's possible to whiten them at all. I gotta keep an eye on the time. I'm gonna go up to the post, or the, whatever this place is called. I'm gonna go this way, to thrift store, after I figure out about this paper. I actually think I might have put it up for sale. It seems like a waste. People were trying to raise their average sale price on online selling, and one person, I think they just kept going back down to like $5 t-shirts or something. I don't know, $10. Like they have another YouTuber was talking about the bread and butter items. And I have like 3 people watching a White House Black Market sweater, and it's pretty much just over $5. And I'm like, ooh, that seems like it used to be one that I could have probably sold for $20. So I thought that one went off sale. I believe that this is not accurate. So I have like those days where I know I've been alone with the kids, but again, like I said before, sitting down, watching a show. I'm trying to see if I have that notebook. It's called Wexford, 130 sheets. Sitting down. Oh shoot, that watcher is no longer watching. Shoot. Watching a show. I'm really tired. I might actually like go to the store and just lay down for a bit and like go to the store to take stuff back, to take recycling, or what do you call it? Donation. This is so hard for me. I am so not with it right now that I don't really want to do donate. Like I don't feel like I'm thinking clearly. This is a really bad place to be in. But yeah, that day after that 3-day weekend, I would, and typically it would seem like we'd go to church, and there was a period of time where I was literally having a Sabbath. So this is a top light. Let me edit that. I have it at 750. It should not be at 750. Should be like at 99 cents plus $4 shipping. So I'm gonna change this I don't know where it is either. I always thought of bundling them. So I'll say household items. I don't have one for office. And then I'll scroll down, as if it doesn't have a category, that means that I never did the mobile friendly, unless I did that, well, probably didn't do the mobile friendly. But now I went to work on Saturday only for 4 hours, and it was a really difficult event. And then I went to library Sunday, and so it was basically Monday I was home. But I did the same thing the Sunday before. Was pretty lame for me. It was really, really bad. I don't even know how to describe it. I'm gonna put $4.99 for this. Oops, $4.99. Automatically accept $4.50. And I might have it at $7.50 because of the shipping. So I'll take off free shipping, and I'll add 1 business day handling. What you want to check? It's 14 ounces. It might weigh in a pound. I'll just put it at flat rate, and I'll just say $3.99. I don't even know what this item is. I'm gonna call somebody. I wasn't going to. I have to do my charting. I have like 45 minutes to do it. Again, I'm going back into the past, and I'm thinking, like, how it was when my kids were 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, and what I did for their birthday, and how we were able to have those surprise parties, and how I panicked because the house was a mess, and people are like, oh my god, why do you have so many books? But that's like all we had. We didn't have a lot of other extra junk. And then sometimes if we did, people would just stick it in my room. So my room becomes like the shed, you know, the junk shed. Grandma's come in to shove everything outside into the shed kind of thing. And so that's where I am today. And I don't know. I am so stuck that I want to hire a professional organizer to help me just go through stuff. And like this stack of books, it's just nobody cares. Like, nobody freaking cares. Like, the biggest books that I should sell are the Christian books and the educational books, but every month, every year that those educational books become outdated, you know. So there's always a new edition, and you know, occasionally you can get the old edition. People nowadays can just borrow it offline, online. And I order more medical supplies. So I feel like I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm just so overwhelmed that I don't even know what I'm doing. And again, this is a repeat. My water's gonna be done. This is a repeat of 2016. I felt like a almost suffocating duck or chicken inside of an egg, and I pecked my way through, and I opened up and saw the light of day for the first time, not diffused, and that was getting away from abuse. And I don't understand why I'm struggling so much with life. I don't understand why I'm so alone, and I don't understand if I had, for a period of time here, learned how to declutter and clean and do the Fly Lady program, why that all fell. I mean, she says start with the kitchen sink and then do the weekly blessing home hour and then do the hot spots and then do this and do that. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with that, going back to that, because this is the first time that I haven't been working for so many days, at least 4 days a week for somebody else. I mean, it will be 4 days a week this week, but I don't even know how I survived. Like, I guess what I was doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I really was doing clinic, and I think I was going to a new group Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like every day. I think I was like taking my daughter. I was like, I don't want to go to a meeting. Oh, I'm already dressed. Let's go. I'm taking my daughter anyways at 11:30 or whatever. Or I would take her lunch or something. Or she'd have to work at 2:30. This was a couple of years ago when I got laid off. 2015, didn't have a job. 2016, got that weekend job. 2016, and had my first check for my clinic. So that's where I am today, is just really not knowing what the heck is going on, and feeling like smoke alarm's going off. This too shall pass, and feeling like I have the ability to be Mia, and going downstairs earlier, I think before I took a shower, after I took a shower, say, okay, I gotta go meditate. I want to go meditate for 10 minutes and just focus on breathing. Did I always focus on breathing? No. I mean, I was starting in 5 minutes and then 10 minutes and whatever, and I'm used to praying and meditating with God, like doing kind of at the same time, pray, talk, listen. And I'm kind of made that up myself, like made it, or mantras weren't that the churches scared me, so I was doing the meditating on the word. And so what happened was just having everything be like, it's like a catastrophe almost, like having everything be like this couple hours ago. You're going to do your breathing meditation. Each breath is a reminder that you're alive. You're alive today. Yeah, like knock, knock. You're alive today. You have the opportunity to change your old habits. You have an opportunity to go to recovery meetings and to learn another tool that you can put in your toolbox that'll help keep you sober another 24 hours. And you could share your tools to help newcomers and old timers and everyone in between get their 24 hour or get another 24 hours. Your big purpose for today is to stay sober and to have a strong spiritual life. Those two things are my foundation. To stay sober, to stay clean and sober, and to maintain moderate behavior, low to moderate behavior and everything else, and then to have a spiritual path. And to be able to be accepting of who I am, but to accept the gifts of the Lord, and including life, and being able to have a gratitude list for those things. Clean and sober, and sharing it and learning with the community, and a spiritual life, and being able to have my spiritual life help me as a person holistically to bring in health and wealth and love. And on another video the other day, actually it was my blog on Tower of Health, Tower-of-Health. I think it's just tower-of-health.com. I don't think I have the LLC in it. I talked about Black History Month and love. Oh crap, I forgot this is a short month. I really got to make sure I pay my rent. And for the love, I'm still feeling like putting out love, not just being needy not just saying, oh, me as being needy, but putting out love to the world, and to be able to maintain some balance by accepting what God and the universe brings, and to repel the evil, and to not let the devil get a foothold. I'm gonna go get my water. I wasn't gonna do it or make a pot of tea, and then when I think what I'm gonna do is make a pot of tea and take my stuff to the thrift store, or to the thrift store right now, as a symbol of letting go, because there's so much in here that I can't even focus. I cannot focus on cleaning one area because there's so much. And I think that for the time being, if I still have the 2 shelves downstairs in the kitchen, which I'll show you later, I think that I should put those shelves into the, put the eBay stuff into those shelves, sell that off, give it a timeline. It doesn't sell. When it goes off, put it into the box at a Goodwill. And then I have this curio cabinet at the bottom. There's a bunch of books and stuff and art supplies nobody's using. Make that. Those are the only things you're going to sell. There's going to be a small trinket box, a couple of books, and the packaging supplies in this small box. And that's going to be eBay store with the scale on top and the packaging tape. And all of this stuff you see is all my eBay stuff. All this stuff behind you, all this stuff here, most of it, all of this clutter here, and on the top shelves, that is eBay, and it sucks, and I don't like it, and I've only made like $500 in 12 months or something. I used to make just about $1,000, so 25 a week is not that much. It's more than 25 I think the first time, but it's not that much, but it's like $100 a month is going to help you pay a phone bill or a light bill. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm actually gonna call somebody, and then I'm gonna start that chart. Bye, guys.